perhaps maybe better than you thought at the moment?
Yeah, I don't know enough to tell you. I know that the X-rays were negative, so and he's got a bad. I mean, he's got a big, pretty significant ankle sprain, but and there's a lot of swelling. So I'm hopeful that's the case, but I think indefinitely would be the best way to probably put it, because it's not day to day. It's probably going to be a while.
Is it a high ankle sprain?
That's what I was told initially, but that's not what Doc said. Doc said it's just he just rolled it, and it's just but he rolled it pretty significantly. I didn't see the replay when he landed on his foot, I guess.
Coach, what did you think of Quentin's performance tonight?
But he's good. Yeah, it's good. Good to see him, be aggressive and do some things. He wasn't very aggressive the first half, but our whole team was better the second half. But he was good. I mean, Devon was great. And then, player of the game, without question, was Marcus Garrett. Without question, the whole game changed when he started guarding their big. The whole game did. So I think we went on about it may not have been right when he checked in, but soon after he checked in is when we went on a run. So I thought that I thought all those little guards, all those young kids played well. Who would have thought Doak would get a goose egg because of injury, LaGerald would get a goose egg, and we'd go 3 of 23 from 3 and win by 25 against that team. So there were a lot of good things that happened tonight defensively for us.
What was putting Marcus on the big, was it just a quickness advantage, or what was the?
I don't, he can, we call it butt front, when you sit on the guy's legs, and, he did a good job with that, and he knows how to show up, and he understands scout report and showing off screens when you can and when you can't, and things like that. But our perimeter defense was a lot better, a lot.
Coach, how much time have you had to practice with that smaller lineup this year coming into this game?
We haven't practiced, well, I shouldn't say never, because there's been some times, I think, in late game situations that the other team plays 4 guards that we played small, but we haven't played small like that. And you can understand why. It's, if Doak and Diedrich are both, healthy and not in foul trouble, we're better off having them in the game. But there's no question, so you guys, Gary, I can go ahead and answer it now. Marcus will start at the 4, at least, moving forward in the immediate future. Unless something unforeseen happens in practice, because that gives us the best chance to spread the floor and have Diedrich be isolated on the post. So whenever Doak is in the game, we need to find a way to isolate Diedrich on the post. And it's hard to if you have another big in there with him that can't stretch it at all. So I think that's probably our best offensively, and then defensively we'll be better except rebounding, and obviously we didn't do a good job of that at all tonight.
What do you think of the job you guys did defensively against Fletcher? He obviously had a pretty rough shooting night.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't get many. He probably got, if you take 9, I would say that he would still make 3, even on an average day for him, even if we guard him well, because he can make guarded shots, because he still got, a couple open looks, but he didn't get many. But the job we did on their 3 perimeter, they're 1 for 17. I thought that's the best we did as far as pressuring out and making them catch the ball a little bit further out, and I thought our shows off ball screen and stuff like that was the best it's been. So yeah, that was by far the best we've done. It's, I don't want to get excited because you saw how bad we were Saturday, but that was a different type of team. Saturday was a team that drove it. This is a team that shoots off the catch, and so we'll have to obviously do a better job guarding the ball against teams that really try to drive it downhill.
What was the message to LaGerald? Obviously, probably disappointed about his startings.
No, I don't think he was disappointed. I actually think he was pleased he was going to play. So I didn't make a big deal of it. He's been great, but he's late to shoot around. So there was no message, except we'll see how you react. Whenever I told him that Marcus was starting. When we started practice, when I said scout team go get a shirt on, he went to go get a shirt on because he didn't think he would even play. But he didn't want that, just him being late. But I think it's a pretty good lesson, though. He's been on a roll, and when your head's not quite right, you're probably thinking about some other things. You kind of have a hard game, but I thought it was great. things are right and thoughts are pure and that kind of stuff, you play lights out, and when it gets a little bit congested up there, you don't maybe play quite as well, and we were actually better in the second half. We went on a run with him on the bench. So I think that's not an awful thing for anyone to see, but it's certainly, his attitude was terrific. I mean, he was a good teammate, his attitude was great.
Bill, with
He'll start next game, just so you know.
with Quentin, the way he finished tonight and the way he attacked the rim, did it look different? to you?
Yeah, it looked different to me the second half. I didn't think the first half looked a lot different. He made one shot, but he got in there and finished, and he made a couple of passes in transition. That pass he made to Diedrich in transition was big time. But he hasn't been, doing things like that as often as he can. And we're obviously a team that's going to score more off the bounce, so we're not going to get as many assists because we don't have catch and shoot guys like we've had in the past. But I thought Devon and he and Marcus and Charlie and those guys, I thought they did a good job of getting downhill and forcing help. So I thought there were some good things.
Quentin's been passive, you've talked about that, but any chance that's partly just deferring to LeGerald as hot as he's been? I mean,
No, I don't. I mean, I guess maybe, but I can't see that.
Yeah.
If you wanted to defer to LeGerald, then get him a shot.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it that way. But he was much better tonight. He was good.
Bill, you've been looking for ways to go smaller. Are you just interested, maybe even in the short term, to see kind of what this four-guard thing might look like, a little bit more extended?
Yeah, I'm not. I'd rather have Doak.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. I think so. There's no question our best offensive team will be if Doak's not in the game playing small. I believe that. So if Diedrich's in the game, so because you gotta have somebody who can throw it to, so yeah, we can practice that way more and hopefully get better at it before we play Saturday.
Do you think it'll help you guys be better drivers just because there will be more opportunities, maybe particularly the young guy?
Maybe, yeah, maybe, but still though, you gotta be able to make a shot to be able to, stretch it. So we've gone from 9 to 12 as far as made threes other than LeGerald the last 6 games. So obviously we can certainly improve on that.
what do you expect from David at this point?
Well, I thought David was pretty good.
Yeah.
He had the dunk to start, and then he had a dunk and fumbled it and ended up scoring. And he missed an uncontested layup because he just gets sped up. I just think he needs some reps. But I told him in the locker room his role is going to totally change now because he's going to have to guard a heavy guy. I don't know how many teams will have a heavy guy between now and when Bill comes back. But he's going to get a chance to play for the minutes.
Anything else?
The rebounding, how do you deal with that without you, Doak?
Well, Doak hadn't been a great rebounder, but we just got to scrap more. Where they hurt us on the glass was the first. I could be wrong, but I think the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half, they got like 5 or 6 offensive rebounds during that stretch. I didn't think Diedrich was active. I didn't think KJ was, and it's long shots, long rebounds, and we were fortunate that they missed some shots after they got offensive rebound opportunities. But we'll work on that. We've actually been a pretty good rebounding team to date, but certainly we're going to have to be better than what we were